Today we'll be taking the first poem of the 10th standard, A Fairy Went to Market Once, by Rose Flyman. Now before I explain what the poem is about or what it deals with, let me tell you that this poem is not only about the desire, feelings, and the kindness of a fairy, but it also explains or teaches adjectives. Let's go with the poem. A fairy went to market once. She bought a little fish. She put it in a crystal ball upon a golden dish. I'll read the entire poem first and then come back stanza-wise. In poetry, we do not say paragraph, we say stanza or verse. V-E-R-S-E. A fairy went to market once. She bought a little fish. She put it in a crystal ball upon a golden dish. An hour she sat in wonderment and watched its silver gleam, and then she gently took it up and slipped it in a stream. Now these two stanzas speaks about the fairy going to the market, and there she sees a beautiful little fish and she buys it. Bringing it back home, she finds a home for the fish in the crystal ball. Crystal is pure or high quality glass. Ball is a katora. It's a container. An hour she sat in wonderment. For 1 hour she looked at the fish and she kept on thinking. What did she see while she was in front of the fish? She watched its silver gleam. The fish was silver color. It was shiny. And then she felt pity for the fish. Then she gently took it up. Gently shows the kindness of the fairy. Very delicately she picks up the fish and slipped it in a stream, meaning to release it in a mukidiri, where in a stream. It's a small brook or a river. A fairy went to market once. She bought a colored bird. It sang the sweetest and shrillest song that ever she had heard. So second time the fairy goes to the market and she sights or sees a beautiful colored bird. She heard the bird singing. It was a song which she had never heard before. So she planned to buy it. She sat beside its painted cage. She also bought a cage for the bird. Pinjru. Cage is a pinjru. And listened half the day. She went on sitting in front of the bird and listening to its song, but slowly she found the song was fading. And then she opened wide the door and let it fly away. She understood. All the creatures like herself love freedom. They do not like to be bonded. So, out of kindness, she opened the door of the cage and let it fly away. The word sweetest. Sweet, of course, I'm sure you have eaten sweets, which gives a delicious flavor. Shrillest is very sharp, strong. So the song was very sharp At the same time, it was very sweet. A fairy went a-marketing. She bought a gentle mouse to take her tiny messages to keep her tiny house. Now, third time the fairy is going to the market. What does she see? And what does she buy? It's a mouse, a small chooha. Now, why did she buy it? Because she wanted the mouse to carry her messages. Messages means, like you say SMS in the mobile language, what you say, written or oral communication, to keep her tiny house. So all the things that she wanted to put it in the right place, she would tell the mouse, and the mouse would do the needful. All day she kept its busy feet pit-patting to and fro, and then she kissed its silken ears, thanked it, and let it go. All day she kept its busy feet pit-patting to and fro, and then she kissed its silken ears, thanked it, and let it go. So, because she wanted the mouse to do the job for her, she did not allow the mouse to rest at all. See, busy feet. And pit-pat. The mouse very gently, very softly, very delicately moved up and down, doing all the task, all the work that fairy asked the mouse to do. And then she felt pity that whether she would like to keep on running about the house and listening to all the orders that the elders gave her. So she felt pity for the mouse and set it free. She kissed its silken ears, thanked it that you have done a very good job, and let it free again. Now the entire poem, as you have in front of you, maybe in your book just now, and these pictures are highlighting each stanza related. Now, you can see in every stanza the letters which are darkened, the words which are dark. Say, for example, little, crystal, silver. Then you have colored, shrillest and sweetest, painted. Then you have gentle, tiny, 2 times, busy and silken. Now all these words are telling you more about a noun. Little fish. So it is telling you the fish was small. Crystal ball. Crystal ball. Meaning the bowl, the container was made of glass. Silver gleam. The shine, what was the color of the shine? Silver color. Colored bird. So the bird was not just one color like a crow, but it was like, say, kakatua. Sweetest and shrillest. It is telling you more about the song. The song which was very sweet to hear and very loud. Cage. Which type of cage? She wanted to show the bird its love, and so took a painted cage, colored cage, pinjara. Then you have gentle mouse. Gentle is very softly, very timidly, very delicately when you do things. Tiny is very small. So we have tiny message and tiny house. Now all the words, when you look at the book, on your right hand side, they are nouns and the dark words are adjectives. Busy feet. It never allowed the mouse to rest. And which type of feet? Busy. And what were the feet doing? Pit-pat to and fro. Pit-pat is actually very soft movement, very delicate movement. To and fro meaning to go up and down, here and there. Silken ears. What type of ears did the mouse have? Lovely silken, very soft. And let it go. So here I just explained to you what adjectives are, and they are highlighted in various stanzas. The next thing that we want to know is the rhyming words. What are the rhyming words? That sound almost similar. Maybe the last letters also spell in a similar way. For example, fish, dish. C-I-S-H in fish and in dish, I-S-H. Gleam and stream. See, they are sounding so similar. Bird and herd. Day and away. Mouse and house. Throw and go. So these words which are in red color, they are rhyming. They are giving the poetic touch to the entire lyric. Now another thing I would like to say is, this poem is for recitation. And when it is a recitation, it becomes easy to learn when you sing it. Now what could be the tune? Listen to me and you may sing with me. A fairy went to market once, she bought a little fish. She put it in a crystal ball upon a golden dish. And as she sat in wonderment and watched its silver gleam, and then she gently took it up and slipped into a stream. A fairy went to market once, she bought a colored bird. It sang the sweetest, shrillest song that ever she had heard. She sat beside its painted cage and listened all the day. And then she opened wide the door and let it fly away. A fairy went to market once, she bought a gentle mouse to take her tiny messages to keep her tiny house. All day she kept its busy feet, fatting to and fro, and then she kissed its silken ears, thanked it and let it go. I hope you have enjoyed the singing part. I'll revise with you the difficult words. Crystal, good quality glass. Wonderment is to think. Gleam is to shine. Stream is a small river or a brook. Shrillest, sharp, loud, harsh voice. Messages, as I have shown, SMS in the mobile language, and oral or written communication. Pit-patting, quick, light steps. Now we'll go to the question-answer section. Generally, maybe in the smaller classes you have already been taught, but there is no harm to recap few things. Generally, while writing an answer, part of it is taken from question, and the answer is mostly written in past tense. Make a note of this instruction. Now the first question lives to the instruction. How did the fairy treat the little fish? The fairy treated the little fish kindly and delicately. Now see in the question, how did the fairy treat the little fish? Now the fairy, we've taken it from there, the answer part. The fairy treated. The word treated has been underlined to tell you that it is past tense of treat. The fairy treated the little fish kindly and delicately, very gently. The second question, describe the bird the fairy bought. The fairy bought. See, once again it is from the question. Now this question is already in past tense. The fairy bought a colored bird that sang sweetest and shrillest song. Why did she buy a mouse? She bought. Buy is present tense, bought is past tense. She bought a mouse to take her tiny messages in her house. Messages, oral or written communication. Fourth question, write or quote the lines showing fairy's kindness. Now see, how do you answer this? Now it is quote, meaning you are writing directly from the poem, and therefore you have to keep it in mind that the lines have to be within inverted commas. The following lines show fairy's kindness. Now see, after fairy, apostrophe S. So kindness is belonging to fairy, and therefore you are using apostrophe. We have 3 lines here showing the kindness of the fairy. She gently took it up and slipped it in a stream, meaning releasing the fish. Second, she opened wide the cage, that is the door, and let it fly away, showing kindness to the bird and giving it its freedom. She kissed its silken ears, thanked it, and let it go. So the third one is for the mouse. She is showing her kindness by kissing its ears, thanking it for doing the task that she had said, and then giving it the freedom. So these questions are generally asked in the exams. Now pay attention to the instruction and follow it. Here we have extra questions. List down the creatures that fairy bought from the market. Now generally, while writing questions like list down or describe, the question mark is not put. It's just a full stop. The fairy bought a little fish, a colored bird, and a gentle mouse from the market. So see, she bought little fish, colored bird, and a gentle mouse. Now, the fairy bought, this is from the question. And from the market is the tailing part of the answer. From the market. So between that we have written the 3 creatures bought by the fairy. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word that qualifies or tells us more about a noun. So as we go back in the poetry, you'll find that the words which are written in bold or rather dark, they are adjectives. I'm coming back to them. So, here we have little fish. So, the word little is adjective. Crystal bowl. Bowl is a container. You can see that bowl in which the fish is there. You get a fish bowls these days on the market. Many people keep a small aquarium at home and there are fish in that. But this fairy had bought only one. Golden dish. Even the word golden is an adjective. Silver gleam. So the word silver is an adjective telling you more about the shine. Colored bird. It tells you the bird is not just of one color. It has so many colors. For example, a peacock. Yeah, a kakatua. Sweetest and shrillest is telling you more about song. So they are also adjectives. Painted cage. The cage was painted. It has different color, maybe red, maybe yellow, or maybe yellow, red, green. So painted is adjective. Now here you can see the mouse on the left hand side. It looks so mischievous. Then she has so many errands to run. So gentle mouse, not one which is going to be causing damage to the property or your things. So gentle is again an adjective. Tiny is an adjective telling you more about message. Tiny house, the house is also small. So tiny means small. All day she kept its busy feet. Feet is a plural for foot, and the feet were kept busy. So busy is telling you more about feet. Silken ears. We have this silk which is made by the silkworm. It's very soft and it is very smooth. It is most appreciated in the market and it is most loved. What you would say is textile. But the ears of the mouse were as silken like the textile. So these words have shown us the adjectives. I hope you have enjoyed this class and what we have done today will come of help to you in your test. Once again, the question answer section. Read the note and follow it very religiously, very closely, and you will not make mistakes in the language. Generally, while writing an answer, part of it is taken from the question and is mostly written in past tense. The questions which are described and list down do not have question mark. They are generally followed by just a full stop. The lines which are quoted are always within inverted commas. There you cannot change the words. It is directly from maybe the poet, maybe the author, maybe whoever has spoken. So it is a direct speech and therefore within inverted commas. She gently took it up and slipped it in a stream. She opened wide the cage door and let it fly away. She kissed its silken ears, thanked it, and let it go. It won't be difficult for you to remember these lines because it is a memory poem. So once again we have come to the last page, listing down the creatures and what is an adjective.